Hello and welcome to Spirit Touched. Lamentations 5:21. These words tell us God reigns. Then they ask Him to restore us to Him so that we can return to Him and our relationship with Him can be renewed. This is a prayer for this nation, and I pray it. Revelation 2 4 and 5 is why we need to pray it. It's also a prayer for Ukraine because they have been unjustly attacked, just as Israel has been from that from the time they first entered the promised land. All three of these nations are in a fight to continue existing. Isn't it good that we also have verses like Psalm 36 5 and Lamentations 3:22 through 26? We say God is sovereign. Now look at the last five letters in that word, REIGN. Our opening verses say, God reigns. Why? Some reasons are found in what He is. Some of those words are hard to understand. Do I understand them? Not totally. Let's start with omniscient, which is all knowing, omnipotent, which is all powerful, meaning He is like Superman, but stronger and faster than a speeding locomotive, more powerful than a speeding bullet. But what He aims at, He hits. And that's at our hearts, souls, and spirits. That's why He is unstoppable, unlike Superman, whose weakness is kryptonite. God has no weakness. Sovereign also means super strong, supreme ruler. He he outranks everyone and everything. He is El Shaddai, meaning all sufficient or more than enough. Omnipresent means He is present everywhere at all times. All these words are why He is bigger than all our problems and bigger than any mountain that we can see and those we cannot see. When we think about Him, these descriptions don't always come to mind. It's all those other good, amazing ones that we think about, teach about, preach about, and sing about. He never imposes Himself on us. He patiently waits for us to open the door, put out the welcome mat, and invite Him in. Revelation 3:20. Let's talk about that immortal, invisible love of His. It may be invisible, but you can feel it. You can even see it being demonstrated in loving actions. All you have to do to access it is pray and ask for it, but we really don't need to because He loves us anyway. So all we need to do is thank Him for it and pass it on to others. Therefore, you could call His love omnipresent. It's definitely omnipotent. Some people think love can be bound up and possessed. They don't understand doing that is not love. Some will even demand that you love them. That's not love either. You can't control love, you can't manufacture it. Yet, some sure try. They even think that you can buy it. All those are false love, or as Marie Osmond sings, it's only imitation, like those paper roses she was just given. Real love is the kind God puts in your heart through His Son. It will be that diamond kind you can feel deep down in your soul. You can kill earthly love. They tried to kill that real love, but nailing it to the cross and putting it in a, by nailing it to a cross and putting it in a grave, but they failed because you can't kill the truth. And that's who real love comes from. You see, His way is love, and that's why it brings life wherever it lands. When Jesus says, I love you, I will always love you, it's the truth. That's why it never fails, it never gives up, and it never runs out on you. That's the kind of love you get when you find Him, when you invite Him in. It's the John 3:16 kind. It's the kind Jesus talked about. Any other kind isn't worth having. It heals broken hearts and hurts. It builds bridges and tears down walls. It even plunders those earthly hells to populate heaven. It's the kind that forgives, and it's forgiving. It will never make you feel stressful because it comes from the Prince of Peace. That's why it feels like mercy when it walks in, and it stays forever like grace because He is love personified. We can sing, Lord, you are more beautiful than diamonds. Lord, you are more precious than gold. Lord, you are more costly than silver, and nothing I desire compares to you. If that's the kind of love you're looking for, just kneel at the cross and you will find it waiting there. Let it touch you and make you all the way whole. That's the love worth rejoicing about. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, you will find real love. You may send your prayer request to heanswers@gmail.com, and we pray that you will find that real love.